This is the road to the Sissy Danforth Memorial Rivergate Trail. That is a Thousand Island Land Trust trail. And I am going to begin a photographic journey of a year, taking pictures of the trail. It's an old railroad bed that runs from Clayton, New York to Lafargeville, or well past Lafargeville down to Philadelphia. Used to be the main way to get to Clayton. Now it's just a trail, which is quite nice. This is Elaine Tack, and Elaine suggested this project. She's enthusiastic about lots of things, and you can never say no to her, or at least I can't. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this year of taking photographs. I should say right now that I am a river lover. Been a member of the Thousand Island Land Trust for quite a long time, mainly for the Thousand Islands. And I've been shooting the river for a long time too. You might recognize this picture, one of my photographs that was on the Save the River sewage handbook. Anyway, I've been taking pictures of the river since I was a child with a brownie, mainly of the Fisher's Landing area. Now I'm a year-round resident of the river, and I'm able to take pictures of the river in all its forms and various liquidities. And but I've also got to know quite a bit of other areas around the river, such as the French Creek. This photograph of French Creek right here. So I was looking forward to this project of shooting the Rivergate. The day that I went out was on Super Bowl Sunday. It was 20 degrees. I had a cold and I wasn't sure what I was going to get for a picture, but I was looking forward to it and went out, took some pictures. Right away, I could see that there were a lot of other creatures that have been walking along the trail. Yeah, there were quite a few tracks. A lot of sign of life on this trail. Then I began to look around and saw a lot to take pictures of, and it wasn't as gray as I thought. Look at this red of the sumac. It's a great source of food for birds in the winter. Now, this creek that here is Black Creek. And this is a photograph that I took the day that Elaine and I had gone out a few weeks before. It was pretty icy. But we've had some cold, pretty warm weather, unseasonably warm weather, and here it is, flowing on Super Bowl Sunday. This Black Creek goes from into the French Creek and into the St. Lawrence River. Pretty little flow of water. On the other side of the trail, and this is the photograph I took the day that Elaine and I were out, it was like a highway of tracks. And here it is a few weeks later, melted, flowing. I think that this is a good time of year to start taking photographs because the leaves are off the trees, it's bare, it's like the bones of everything, and you can see things. Look at this nest. As I was walking along, I started looking up and realizing that there really was so much to see. I had been a little skeptical when I looked down that long trail that cold morning. This is great. Grapes grow all over the North Country, wild and cultivated as well. And again, the color was quite interesting. How much there was, you wouldn't think so in the winter. This is a sumac pretending to be a grape. I love the spiraling form of the grape vines. They cling to everything. Grasp hold of little twigs and the bones of a Queen Anne's lace flower, looking as lovely in the winter as they do in the summer. Not really sure what this track is, what animal formed this track. I'm sure someone will tell me. Again, more grape. And it's so interesting seeing all these things in the winter, these flowers dried, and their forms are so pretty. But the color, this is the dogwood, those red twigs that just pop out. At a distance, sometimes they look purple, but up close. So this was the wind started blowing this one, and even though it's a little blurred, I decided to include this picture because I like the movement of it, red. The camera's interesting, you look really closely at things through the lens, and the camera can pick up a lot of things that you can't, I think. This is what came out of the patterns as I was looking through the lens. I did not see this on my own. The camera found it. These bones. And I wonder what this is. Let me back up a little bit and start to see what it is. It's a deer skull. Yeah, so it was really interesting. I kept finding these little bits of feathers and bones. The camera finding them, I found them. Very interesting. Suddenly, it started to see more of a pattern that was a little disconcerting. It seemed like a lot of carcasses in one place. And then, as I was looking through, and the camera found it, again, not me, I looked through the lens and followed these feathers up to a black plastic bag. Someone had clearly thrown a plastic bag full of carcasses, probably duck, I would guess. Kind of made me feel a little uncomfortable, a little unhappy that somebody would be dumping on this place. This looked like, to me, it looked like a little fallen angel. Kind of pretty. But then I realized, I missed this. This was, I realized that there had been some asphalt dumped, and I looked back at the road, which had these wonderful patterns in the salt. Very interesting patterns, but then I'm a little upset about this dumping thing. And I guess this is one of the reasons that we're doing these photographs, is to try to show people that this little space, this walk, this trail is sacred. It's very pretty and beautiful, and it's in our hands to take care of. And I'm going to look forward to taking photographs throughout the year. I think you'll see lots of transformations in this field of cattails. So, we'll be seeing photographs next month. Sarah Ellen Smith checking out.